Growing up, people said na, artist, walang pera dyan. People have this notion na walang pera sa arts, walang pera sa ballet, walang pera sa pagsasayaw. But the truth is, if you work hard, if you find gigs, you will earn. You can teach, you can perform, you can teach fitness even, and there's so many things you can do with ballet. Hi, I'm Joni, I'm a ballerina and a dance teacher, and this is my day with Cosmo. Okay, I was super late kasi most kids, by the time they're like 13, 14, they go to ballet every day na. With me, I decided at 16 that I wanted to be a ballet dancer na. I was going to class like once, twice a week, which is really not enough because by that age, dapat 5 times a week in the sumasayaw. So I became an apprentice at the Philippine Ballet Theater, and then that's really when I started working harder. I became a company member by 21, and then in 2017, I actually left the Philippine Ballet Theater to pursue musical theater and teaching, and then I joined a contemporary dance company. So I started teaching full-time in 2016 with Elan Ballet and Pilates. And that's when I really, truly enjoyed teaching. And it wasn't like a part-time job that I had to do to support my artist life, because we know that, we still don't earn enough. So I was doing ballet with a company, I was doing gigs as part-time, and then also teaching. So 2016 talaga yung, you know what, I really want to do this just because I feel like madaming matututunan yung mga estudyante sa akin. So what I do now is in the morning, I'll walk my dogs, I'll go jogging with them, I'll prepare breakfast, or I'll prepare a cold brew. Tapos, I teach my first class. Usually my first class starts at 9 a.m. and that goes on the whole day. So I have a 9 to 10:30, I have an 11 to 12:30. So yeah, that's the whole day na. And then I finish at around 7:15. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays naman. In the morning, 9 a.m. I have my first private class. And then at 11, I have ballet sports science, which is conditioning. And then at 1 o'clock, I have ballet class with the Philippine Ballet Theater. And then I have another private class, and then another private class, and then another private class. So my whole day is packed. I think the best thing about the pandemic is that a lot of people who have always wanted to take ballet and hindi nila mapagkasya sa schedule nila suddenly have this opportunity to be able to take classes as well. So a lot of them, they'll just message me, ask me my schedule for private classes, and then we'll try to fit them in. I like teaching through Zoom just because my students are a lot more aware of what's going on and what I'm telling them. In the studio kasi, sometimes they rely on the mirror or their classmates, so they copy each other. They look in the mirror to see if their body's pantay, if they're doing the right thing, or they'll copy me. But because nga it's through Zoom, tapos everything's limited. They don't have a mirror, they don't have classmates. They're forced to memorize their steps. They have a lot more control because the space is limited. They're working a lot smarter just because they know na time is also limited. So ang bilis nila mag-apply ng corrections now because they know na ako hirap din ako because nga I'm on the opposite side of the screen. So they also do their part to help me out, and I think that's great. You have to be brave, and that's really just it. You have to be brave to come into class, to try something new, to try something uncomfortable. You have to be brave enough to push yourself because you never know what you're capable of. I think people kasi have this idea na kailangan nandito ka na agad, kailangan malakas ka na. But you always have to start from somewhere. You don't have to be flexible, you don't have to be young, you don't have to know anything. Because we're going to go through that together, and I think that's the most beautiful thing about it.